Siddharth here, and today I have with me the iPhone SE 2, also known as the iPhone SE. I'm going to be unboxing and reviewing this phone. I'm not going to bore you with some long speech. Let's go straight into the video. So as you guys know, Apple has a really great way of wrapping their products. It's just a treat opening one of their products, and opening it you get these usual Apple stickers. And the the different thing about this red sticker here is they say that when you buy the red version of this phone, it actually goes to HIV and AIDS treatment, but due to the COVID situation, it now goes to the COVID-19 situation. And inside the box you get the earphones, the charger and the power word. And the maneuverability of this phone is really great. This phone is very smooth due to the, I guess, the A13 Bionic. And the only problem with this phone I'll say is, though it looks bright, it doesn't compare with today's phones which are like great, but it takes a hit when you take it outside. And this is just a bit of a camera system, just a preview. I'll get to it later. And this phone has a Retina HD display. It's a 4.7-inch widescreen LCD. It has True Tone display as usual. It also has a 1334 to 750 pixel resolution and 326 ppi. And this phone weighs approximately 148 grams. So compared to the other phones that come out these days, this is very light, and that's not necessarily a bad thing. It's nice to carry around your pocket, and it's just a good feeling to have it in your hand. The bezels, as you can see, are also they haven't been shortened, but that's not a problem. So battery life. Let's talk battery life, the most important part of the phone. It says that it can stream video up to 13 hours and audio up to 40 hours. Regularly speaking, that should be enough to get you through the day, and you can always turn on the low power mode, which can always help. Yes, the thing that makes this phone stand out is its A13 Bionic chip, and that really does its job when it comes to smoothness and the way you operate the phone. The refresh rate is also very great. You get a really responsive design in this particular phone. Like what I'm doing right here. This is just not sped up or anything. This is just actually how the phone works. Primary camera on the phone is a 12 megapixel wide camera. It has a 1.8 aperture. Like, this is one of the shots I took with the phone, and this is the most zoom part. And like you see, there's a lot of artificial greening over here, but that's not a problem. And it also has shooting at 4K. Right here I'm not really sure how it works for me because I don't have a need, but I'm sure it works great for some people who need it. Overall, the performance of the camera is really great, and this is the portrait mode. And Apple always tells me while using the portrait mode, because their shots always resemble the ones used by DSLRs. Front cameras. Let's talk about front cameras. This phone uses a 7 megapixel camera with a 2.2 aperture. This shoots at 1080p HD video at 30 frames per second, and then again, I'm not really a selfie kind of person, so it doesn't work for me that much. For those of you who are wondering, this phone has a 6 element lens, and it has a 5x zoom, so that's more than enough for anyone's needs, because even if they are photographers, this is going to be an ideal camera for them. And I don't think it needs to be mentioned, it has the obvious camera facts such as the portrait modes, different kind of objectives you get, the panorama shots, the time lapses, and the slow motion camera. So all of that is wrapped up, and the camera is pretty great. So my final thoughts on this phone is, I don't know if I mentioned this. This phone has a IP67 rating, so it can stay underwater for up to 1 meter for 30 minutes. So it's usually people don't end up dunking their phones in the water, but if you do want to shoot underwater, this does do that. So my final thoughts are, we need to remember that this is a budget phone. This is around $400, and there are 3 versions in which you can get this 30. So the 3 versions are the 64 GB one, and the 128 GB, and the 256 GB one. And of course, the 64 GB one is the one that retails for around $400. So the cheapest version is around $400. And for a budget phone, this gives you everything you need. Like, it has a great camera, it has a great build, it's lightweight, it's everything you basically need. But one of the things I wish Apple would change were the bezels in this one. So the iPhone SE is basically just the iPhone 8's body with the new Bionic chip, A13, with the new camera system. Even though it is the same body of the iPhone 8, I would have liked it if Apple would have just shortened the bezels in the bottom and maybe in the bit in the side. I would have added a more flagship look to it. And as far as the camera is concerned, you don't really need to worry about the depth perspective or something. This has really great depth sensor, which is right over here, and they also have cinematic stabilization, which works at 720p and 1080p. And this phone also has a fingerprint scanner, and it's nothing special. It's just like the other iPhones, but I would say it's a bit slower than the iPhone 11. But we can't really expect that because it is a budget phone, and it uses iOS 13, which is the baseline and which is start. We can expect updates for like up to 3 years in this, so don't need to worry about the updates in this phone. Some of you guys I think might be wondering about whether this supports wireless charging. Yes, it does. It has the glass back, so it does support wireless charging, and this can recharge up to 50% in half an hour if you use an 18-watt adapter or more. The one you receive with the box, I think, is an 18-watt, but the higher models you have to buy them separately. You can obviously charge them with your laptop or your PC and with the power adapter. So thank you for watching, guys. Before you go, you probably might like this video over here. It will be somewhere displayed over here. That's me playing some Battle Mobile, and I'm switching between gaming videos one week and tech videos the other. If you enjoy this video, make sure to like, and you subscribe would mean a lot to me. We're on our goal to 50 subscribers, half a century. So bye.